Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I thought I would talk to you guys for a little bit about relative strength standards. And again, this is something that I am heavily criticized for, no matter how many people come back and say, hey, well, no, I ran Jason's program and his numbers are dead on, I hit them. And when I make a video like this, there'll be 10 or 15 people come in the comments and say, no, I actually hit his numbers, or I passed his numbers, or I got close to his numbers in that time frame of what he expects on the novice program, which is, by the way, guys, a size first. It is to build you a base, and strength is a close secondary priority of it. It is not a strength program. It's not a powerlifter program. And yet people get those type of strengths, and then people try to say, oh, that it's unrealistic. And what I would point out to people is that the majority of people in gyms are on terrible programs. Therefore, they get slow results, and therefore these strength standards seem really absurd to a lot of those people. But anyone who's been on a good program, they know otherwise. And a lot of people were shocked at the meet I recorded on Sunday of some of the people of what they lifted, particularly for their size. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that you won't get bigger as you get stronger, but some of these people had not been training that long. And that's the point of showing that when you really train for strength, your strength will be insanely high, that people in 2 to 3 years oftentimes hit strength numbers that professional bodybuilders in the 250-pound range barely reach. And it's because they actually trained to get stronger. And it doesn't mean that that person is going to grow faster than the bodybuilder did. It just means they're going to get stronger a lot faster. But it also doesn't mean that they're going to grow slower either. Now, all of that said, there was one of them that caught people's attention, was that, and I'm going to mispronounce her name. Her name is like Bronnie or something like that. I've never seen the name before. It's spelled rather interesting. Taylor. And she's a teenage girl, and she deadlifted at the meet and set a record for her age and weight class of 172 kilos. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, she did that in a deadlift suit. But remember, guys, a deadlift suit at the very most, gives you 10 kilos. Some people don't get anything out of it. So you figure she's good for at least 162 and a half raw. And me telling people, hey, I expect healthy men on my program to hit 180 kilos for reps at the end of the first year. Even though over 100 guys have run the program and hit those numbers, people say it's unrealistic. Well, watch this clip of her. Now that is a thin, she's not big and muscular and jacked. That is a thin teenage female. Now, as a teenager, you know she hadn't been training for 10 years to reach these numbers. It's not, she hasn't had enough time. Just deadlifted 172 kilos at a sanctioned meet. So I would ask people again, how are my strength standards for a healthy young man who is training hard in 1 year to be stronger than a teenage female who is relatively slim and lean? How is that unrealistic? And if you aren't able, if you've been training for a year and you can't lift what she does, what's going on wrong here, guys? You're a healthy male, and a teenage girl has effectively trained to be stronger than you. You need to reassess what you were doing. And I'm not taking away from what she did, because that's quite impressive. She did set a British record there. But it goes to show you that there's clearly something wrong, because you should have every biological and structural advantage in the world over her. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. Oh.